Elk Grove. I'm Ben Schneider with Joey Gonzalez on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Christian Brothers Falcons against the host Cosumnes Oaks Wolfpack. The Falcons come in with a record of 6-4, while the host Cosumnes Oaks Wolfpack are 8-2 on the year. Joey, first round of the playoffs, the intensity is raised a notch. Crowd still filing in here on a crisp, cool winter night here in Elk Grove. Should be a fantastic ball game.
Oh, absolutely. We're jumping the gun there on the season. We're still in fall, even though it feels like winter with a 46-degree temperature out there. But you said it, though. It got the kettle corn popping, smelling really nice out here. We got the 5-seed, 12-seed matchup here. You're always looking for that 12-seed knockoff if you're thinking of NCAAs. But this time, Cosumnes Oaks coming in second in the in the Sierra Valley League behind Vista del Lago. Looking to move on. The winner of this game is going to go ahead and drive down and play at American Canyon next week, as American Canyon knocked off River Valley last night. But should be a fun one. Two different offenses going up against each other, and it's going to be a game of matchups here.
Christian Brothers led by first-year head coach George Peterson. I mentioned 6-4 on the year out of the Capital Valley League. As for Cosumnes Oaks, they're led by Ryan Gomes, 8-2 on the year out of the Sierra Valley Conference. So they are the highly favorite team tonight at a better record hosting this game. And you mentioned the winner will travel to American Canyon next week. So make the most of the revenue that you get from this game right here.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's going to be your only home playoff game.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see the Christian Brothers fans really filing in. You know, Christian Brothers coming in, they finished third in the Capital Valley League. They missed the playoffs last year with a 1-9 record. You know, it's tough going here for Christian Brothers. They have lost 11 straight playoff games, and that's a streak that dates all the way back, Ben, to 1986. So they're trying to win their first playoff game here in, 26 years.
Wow, good stat. Some numbers to look at, too. Rushing yards per game, Christian Brothers 145. Cosumnes Oaks 220. Passing yards is Christian Brothers 197, Cosumnes Oaks 150. So there you see Christian Brothers a little bit highly favored. They're going to pass the ball a little bit more. Cosumnes Oaks, their bread and butter's on the ground. Total yards per game, pretty even. 343 for Christian Brothers, 371 for Cosumnes Oaks. And points per game, it could be a high score, Joey, as Christian Brothers averages 30, Cosumnes Oaks 37. Here's the national anthem, folks.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect.
Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect.
Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, so we're getting ready to rock and roll. We got a 7 o'clock kick tonight. Joey Gonzalez has been here all day doing soccer, but he's looking forward to football. And last week I had prior engagements. 2 weeks ago we had the technical thing, so I'm happy to be back doing some football after a little 3-week break. And that's going to do it for today's PlayOnSports.com pregame show. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a few moments. Saturday night football begins next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect.
Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
I don't like this right here. All right, so we're getting ready to rock and roll here. Saturday night football under the lights here from Cosumnes Oaks Community Stadium here in beautiful Elk Grove. Christian Brothers won the toss, and they elected to receive. So they want to get the ball first and get on the scoreboard and get some momentum here going early.
Cosumnes Oaks got the 5th seed by virtue of an automatic bid. By virtue, I should say, of coming in second in the Sierra Valley League. Christian Brothers receiving an at-large bid, so that describes their 12th seeding.
And Sierra Valley is usually a really good conference in and year out. We got a whistle already before we even get a kickoff. It could be maybe a false start. Too many men on the field. You don't usually see a.
Yeah, only if it's like as you said, a false start, which would actually be more of an offsides. Someone from the kickoff team taking off a little too early.
Set to return for the Falcons is Jalen Walker. Number 3, he's at his own 10-yard line. It also looks like Stephen Leahy.
Yeah, you're right there, Ben. They call the offsides there on Cosumnes Oaks.
Cosumnes Oaks doing their best Syracuse Orangeman impersonation with the gray pants, the navy blue jerseys, the orange helmets, orange numbers. Oh, they tried the onside after all that. Risky move there, and the Falcons will take it. They'll start in Wolfpack territory at the 49-yard line for Christian Brothers. Maybe their best Air Force impersonation. Blue pants, white jerseys, blue numbers, blue helmets. So they roll the dice there. Interesting call there by Ryan Gomes for Cosumnes Oaks. After the penalty, they tried to go for the onside kick, and it was nowhere close.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And trying to catch. A good job there by Nate Ashby there for the Falcons to just bring it and just fall down on it, not attempting to return it.
So it looks like Leahy out of the gun. No, he hands off. Here's a run up the right guard for about 5 yards. And it's Noon, the starting quarterback here for the Falcons. We'll see a little bit of Leahy. He's got some numbers on the year, but it's mostly going to be Caden Noon, correction. And that's a good gain on first for about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Noon looks down at his play card on the wristband. He's got Walker in the backfield with him. Little pistol offense. Looks like they're going to run the option. Noon going to keep it. Wise decision. Has a first down. And going back to that onside kick, I don't like the call.
Right.
If you're Christian Brothers, if you're the higher seed, you're looking for the upset on the road, maybe it's a good call. But, Cosumnes Oaks 8-2 on the year. You got to play like you've been here before. I'm curious about that call. It's like they're the favorite here. They're the team that's 8-2.
What you don't want to do is don't want to give the underdog an opportunity here before they're ready.
Spread formation now. 2 receivers to each side. Noon has protection. He steps out of the pocket. Being chased. Throws a little pass to Walker in the flat. Walker gets away from one guy. Penalty marker comes down, usually in the area of a hold. It was a back line judge, and that's probably what it's going to be.
Caden Noon, very active there in the backfield. He does a lot of rushing. They like to run a lot of that spread option, Ben, but his favorite target is Jalen Walker, a big playmaker here for the Falcons offense. Led the CVL in receiving with 947 yards and 7 touchdowns.
No, they call roughing the passer after the pass, so that's going to tack on, 10 more. Noon's numbers on the year, 58% completion rate, so for 1,579 yards, averages 157 in the air. 12 TDs versus 7 touchdowns. 12 TDs versus 7 interceptions. Got a QB rating of 87, pretty good. Wow, and tack on another 15, way deep inside the red zone now, down to the 11.
Yeah, not the way you want to start here if you're the Wolfpack with a failed onside kick and then a roughing the passer penalty.
You mentioned Walker on the year, 59 receptions, 947 yards, averages 16 yards a catch. And they go to Walker out in the open field down the right sideline, inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. So Walker He'll have over 1,000 yards on the season when this is all said and done. He's got 7 touchdowns on the year as well.
This is how active those two players are, Caden Noon to Walker. Walker obviously leads the team on receiving. Caden Noon is the leading rusher here for the Falcons. 97 rushes, 404 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So look for Caden Noon right here.
That's their 2 playmakers. Now they go with a little wing set. Inside handoff, good defense there, slowing them down at the point of attack. It's going to be a gain of 1 down to the 1. 2nd and goal now for the Falcons, looking to get on the board first here. They were 6-4 on the year, just 3-2 on the year in the conference.
Vontae Yarber not able to get that extra push up the middle, and good defense there by Cosumnes Oaks.
So Noon has it now out of the gun. He's got a lead blocker in front of him. That's Guillen. They give, and it's a touchdown. Falcons, 34. Yarber, the senior, with the touchdown, his 5th of the year. Yarber's got good numbers on the year, too. He averages 12 yards per carry. He only has 18 rushes now, make that 19 on the year. So the Falcons on the board first, courtesy of Vontae Yarber, the senior, a 1-yard touchdown run.
And
a little trickery here. No, they're going to set up. Thought they were doing the Chip Kelly 2-point conversion here, but Noon, the quarterback, to hold. Kicker is Akela Witherspoon. Kick is up and good, and Christian Brothers goes 49 yards in 2 minutes and 13 seconds, and they punch it in on a 1-yard touchdown run by Yarber. Looking for the upset here. They lead 7-0 right here on the Saturday night high school football game of the week.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Ben, we said it there. Only a 49-yard drive and in 2.5 minutes to, under 2 minutes, 2-minute-long drive. And that's something you probably don't want to risk. But Coach Gomes decided to risk it there.
So the Wolfpack, look, another little squib kick. It's I think Christian Brothers has it. They go for the onside. And looks like the Wolfpack player hit it. Now it's a dog pile. Who has it? Christian Brothers. Unreal. They go for the onside. More like a squib onside, kind of like a hybrid.
Right, yeah.
And it was hit by 23 of Cosumnes Oaks. And that was Stevenson White. And the Falcons recover it in business. There, look at this field position, 41-yard line of the Wolfpack, already leading 7-0. Well,
and that's a great way here to start for Coach P. You're able to take advantage here of a failed onside kick attempt there to open up the game for Cosumnes Oaks, and able to convert your own onside kick there. So what a way here to start for Christian Brothers.
I don't think I've seen an onside all year, and in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds, we've had 2. Gives to Walker. He puts it on the ground. No, it's Yarber. And he picks it up, but it's going to be a big loss.
Yeah, very, very dangerous play there for Yarber. Just did not take the handoff correctly. I'm not sure whether or not.
Just Noon had really his eyes off the ball.
Yeah.
Here's a split back. Noon out of the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Want to throw a little screen into the flat. Ooh, gets away from one guy. Good run. So they get a lot of it back. Pick up about 10 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and short. $8:54 to go. Opening quarter. Falcons with a 7-0 lead. Looking for their first playoff win in how long?
26 years.
That's unreal.
That's 11 straight.
Like the first grade.
Yeah, 11 straight playoff losses there.
They fake the handoff, and Noon's going to keep it, but he puts it on the ground, and Falcons, Wolfpack had it, but the Wolfpack had the first stab at it, but I don't think that Rogers was able to keep it. So we'll see another dog pile. Wolfpack ball.
Well, I think what happened there, I saw it was actually Chris Guillen out there, Ben, who was stripped of the ball, and one of the situations, I'm not sure where Noon was out there, how come Noon wasn't out there on that play, but Chris Guillen, the backup quarterback for
the Wildcat.
Yeah, not able to hang on to the ball, and you get a hold of that ball. There's an opportunity lost perhaps there for Christian Brothers.
Guillen has some pretty good numbers throwing the ball on the year. He's thrown for 323 yards. Rushing, I don't see that he has a rushing attempt on the year. So interesting call there by Coach P to go with Guillen out of the Wildcats. So now here's Cosumnes Oaks' first offensive series of the game. And it's a good rush up the right guard for about 6. I'll give you some numbers on the Wolfpack on the year. I mentioned 8 and 2. They like the ground and pound. They average 220 yards per game on the ground, 150 passing, 371 total yards of offense. Play action, rolling to his right, has his man open, first down, and about at midfield.
Yeah, as you said it there, Ben, a lot of ground and pound here from this Cosumnes Oaks offense, but can take it to the air as well. Average,
looking
average
for
150
Knopp's
yards.
numbers on the year. Here's a handoff. But they have a lot of guys that can rush. I mean, you look at their team, they got Coleman has 290 yards. Wilhite has 798. Sawyer with 206. Aris with 325. Darden with 298. So they got, not to mention Lewis with 121. They got 6 players with over 100 yards rushing on the year.
Yeah, obviously they're big.
And
big
here's
back.
Wilhite, and he's got another first down. Just
Yeah.
running off the tight end there on the right side.
He is their big back. They ride him an awful lot. It, in fact, averages over 7.5 yards per carry. And that's on 104 rushes coming into tonight.
And I found Knobb's numbers on the year. He completes 55% of his passes, has 968 yards on just 98 attempts, averages about 108 yards per game. 13 touchdowns with just 5 interceptions, got 107 QB rating. So he's got some good numbers in limited use. This time they used their big tight end up the left side. Good yardage there for about 8 yards. Pass was complete to Van Dyke, listed as a wide receiver, 6'4". He's got a tight end frame.
Yeah, big frame there. But set up the bubble screen there, and Dylan Griffith was set up the nice block there to allow Van Dyke to all that open space.
Oh, Krob. Miscommunication there.
It's one of those plays, right play call for the defense, wrong play there call for the offense, and Dwayne Darden had nowhere to go there for the Wolfpack.
Doing the no huddle. Krob up to the center real quick. Trips right. He's got Whitmore in the backfield with him. Wilhite, I should say, just came in. Trips right. Wilhite in the backfield. Krob under center. Short drop. Throws, has his man. Should be enough for a first down. We'll see where they mark it. So the Wolfpack aggressive on offense here, Joey.
Yeah, they're really trying to push it down the throat here of the Falcons, and as well, just trying to get advantage here. But nice closing speed there on the corner. Eric Bloomquist able to come in on Van Dyke and not allow him to get that extra push, those extra yards there to convert the first down, which now they're facing 4th and short.
Looked like forward momentum had it, but it's on the far side of the field from we are. We're on the press box here about the 45-yard line on the Cosumnes Oak side.
Well, there you go there, Ben. They were discussing it. Yeah, they were discussing it, and you're right. The forward progress, the forward momentum really pushed them enough to convert the first down. Had to discuss it a little bit before they decided not to bring out the chains. And so first down, Wolfpack.
Look at Eris now under center. It is Eris. He hands it off, I believe, to Will Height. Will Height shaking and baking for about 8 yards. So they're going to do a little QB platoon here. Eris on the year, 33 of 69 for 540. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, averages about 54 yards per game. So between Crop and Eris, they've thrown for 1,508 yards on the year. Now it's Crop back in there. Play action, tons of time, goes to the corner, going for the home run. Defense is there, interception. And it should be a touchback. Ball comes out, whistles down. It's going to be a touchdown, or touchback. And the interception by the All-American Jalen Walker. Good coverage. Walker played that one to perfection.
Yeah, absolutely. Defensively, the Falcons are led by junior linebacker Logan Snyder in tackles, but Jalen Walker, just an unbelievable athlete, one of those playmakers that can do anything anytime he touches the ball. And right there you can see, brought in some of his wide receiver tendencies and was able to bring it in and snag the ball for the interception.
Walker gets his second pick of the year. So good position there. Just a little bit underthrown there by Crop. They're giving Christian Brothers the ball at the 1. Looked like it should have been a touchback. Well, that's not a good break for Christian Brothers. They're just going to use a QB draw, try to give them a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, smart play there by Coach P to just make sure that you get some breathing room here for the Falcons and just play the field position game right now.
Hey, they'll take it either way because the Wolfpack was driving.
Yeah, anytime you can stop momentum like that is going to be a positive, regardless of what situation you are.
Well, turnovers are always so big when it comes down to playoffs. Usually, 8 times out of 10, the team that turns it over more will end up losing. High snap, handoff, trying to bust outside. A little bit more breathing room, pickup of about 4.
Yeah, turnovers were a big factor in last night's ball game between Rockland and Antelope, a game that I covered, where Rockland, going into the game, Rockland's quarterback had only 4 turnovers, 4 interceptions throughout the year. Last night, Benny threw 3.
Wow. And he had 4 going in.
Yeah.
Pressure. Offset eye here, out of the gun, pistol offense. Going to run up the right guard, and takes about 4 guys to bring him down.
Good enough there for the first down.
Arbor, yeah. So Christian Brothers in action. They get the first down. Remember, this drive started at their own half-yard line. So they get the first down. Now 1st and 10 from the 11. 3:18 to go. Falcons on top, 7-0, looking for the upset. Split back formation now for Noon. 2 receivers to his left, but he's looking right. He finds Walker. And Walker has a pretty good gain there, about 8 yards. Pushed out of bounds finally by Martin.
Well, you're good when your quarterback is going to find you despite the double coverage, get you the ball and allow you to make a play.
Cheerleaders in the full get-up here as it's pretty chilly. Noon looks at his wristband one last time. Split back again. Out of the pistol. And they run the option. Good time to pitch. Good decision. It goes to Yarber. The ball come out again.
Yeah, they reacted that way. And, one thing that happens here with this cold weather, Ben, you put a hat on those hands. Those hands, even though you're running a lot, those hands, it takes a while for blood to get to those hands. They could be a little bit icy, a little cold, and put a hat on that could find a lot of loose balls.
We've already seen a bunch of fumbles here early on. Christian Brothers turned it over their last possession via fumble. We go back to Yarber. Yarber stuffed up right away. Good job by the defensive line there by the Wolfpack, shutting down the run here early on. As we're under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Thanks for joining us here on CIF Sac-Joaquin.tv alongside Joey Gonzalez. Justin Gorley is our videographer. Brian Hassler, our great producer, has been here since 9 a.m. Did 3 soccer games and now football. It's a fun time of year for high school sports here in Northern California, that's for sure. So Christian Brothers forced to punt here, but Joey, they picked up that first down, which was huge. That way they're not punting from their own end zone.
Yeah, absolutely, and a good punt here to boot.
Yeah, it takes a big Falcons bounce. Wasn't played great by the Wolfpack.
And he did the right thing. I was going to say, I thought that it was a muff punt there.
Griffith.
Griffith, and you could hear people hollering at him to get out of the way. But big heads-up play there. Even though they whistled it dead, Odin Phoenix picking it up and trying to run for the end zone.
You don't lose anything.
No.
You might as well give it a shot.
Right, exactly.
Because if an official thinks that it brazed that uniform,
right,
no harm in trying.
No, and that's what I'm saying is a heads-up play, even though it was whistled down. You know, give credit there to Odin Phoenix. Very, very close for Cosumnes Oaks. You get in that situation where you think you have room to run, but you got to let it go.
So Griffith is split in the slot to the left. Here's a run, finds a hole, trips up. Wow, he was going to get extra yards. I think he tripped over his own lineman. Big number Josh Davis there.
You know, I know it looks appealing there for a kick returner, but the best time to return a kick is when it's in the air. You just grab it and run. It's so hard to get control of that ball, and you saw a great example of it in the NFC Championship game last week. Not last week, last year, yeah. That hurt.
Another good job of the Christian Brothers defense stopping the run here early on. That was Logan Snyder, 6'1", 200-pound defensive tackle, made a good stop there. Brings up 3rd and 6. Going to be the last play of the first quarter here. Crop under center, 2 receivers to his right. Play action. Rolls to his right. Throws to the pylon, has a first, and pushed out of bounds finally by Bloomquist.
Yeah, nice play action there to find Van Dyke, and I got to say, there was a big hit laid out there. I'm not sure who laid out the hit, but I saw number 66, saw Logan Snyder flying for Christian Brothers. So a nice big block there to free up Van Dyke.
9 seconds left. Ball at their own 46. 2 receivers to the left. It's a handoff straight up the gut with running room. 1 man to beat the safety. Can he make it? 30. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They pick up a 34, and they just ran that one straight up the gut.
Just a big opening there. Allowed Dwayne Darden to get into the secondary. As soon as he hit the secondary, turned on the afterburners, and he was gonzo.
0.9 seconds left. Shows you the speed of Darden. He goes 34 yards, and it only takes 9 seconds. That's speed, folks. So this will be the last play of the first. As it's a run up the left tackle. Late flag comes in. It could be a face mask. As the Wolfpack in business here, their 3rd possession of the game.
Yeah, when you see a flag coming out from the backfield, defensive backfield like that, that's generally what's going to happen. It's going to be a play against or a penalty against the defense. Because there's always that situation.
They
it's a holding. They call it a holding. Yeah,
you usually don't
Wolfpack.
see that from the back official.
No, you don't.
Unless it's a it's not an offensive lineman. It could be a wide receiver holding downfield. So that's disappointing for the Wolfpack and their faithful here at Cosumnes Oaks Community Stadium. But that will be the end of the first quarter. It's in the books. An entertaining first quarter we had. Are they going to run one more?
Yeah, I think because the quarter ended in a penalty.
Okay, so no time on the clock. This will be. I'll get this right one of these times. This will be the last play of the first quarter.
3rd time will be a charm here.
Right. Crowd upset about something. It's the backup quarterback. A little change of pace. It's Coleman, one of the captains. And Coleman has a nice gain of about 8 yards.
Yeah, they line him up in that wild cap position, and almost was able to break one away, and good job there by the Falcons defense to make sure they corral him.
Coleman, a senior, had 40 carries for 290 yards coming in, 7 yards per carry to go with 4 touchdowns. So he's another weapon that they can use out of the quarterback position. You'll see Kropp, Coleman, and Harris. We'll probably see all three. Actually, we've already seen all three here in the first quarter, which is in the books. An entertaining one at that. Christian Brothers looking for the upsets. Cosumnes Oaks looking to tie things up when we get back. They have the ball, and they're driving at the 13. 7-0 Christian Brothers on top of Cosumnes Oaks here on the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championships events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here, and we are right in the thick of it right now. Like championship season, just finished up the Sac-Joaquin section boys soccer. Next week we got section finals in volleyball, and that's going to be fun. And football playoffs continue here in the Sac-Joaquin section.
All right, so now it's Guillen under center. Oh, did they toss it up again? Christian Brothers saying they have it.
Yeah, it just another fumble. That's a second turnover there already here by Cosumnes Oaks. Actually, I'm sorry, the first fumble here of the evening, but the second turnover there for Cosumnes Oaks.
And
unless, I don't really necessarily call the onside kick because that's an onside kick. I'm not exactly sure how they keep that stat, but a kick recovery, I guess. I don't know. I guess it'd be a muff kick.
But anyways, what's so great about Facebook, Joey, I posted that we were here, and I already got a text from a good friend of mine, Joe Meddy, who's a Christian Brothers alum.
Oh, look at that.
Couldn't make it out, but he's listening on the air. So we're all connected across the country and around the world here at CIF Sac-Joaquin.tv. So Christian Brothers, 7-0 lead. They have some momentum going. Here's a pass left side, has a first down on the left sideline. Takes about 3 Wolfpack to bring him down. And that's Brandon Thompson, the junior wide receiver, 6'3", 190. He's got a good frame for just a junior, and he's got a first down. Christian Brothers rocking and rolling here early on. And for Thompson, no huddle here. Before I can even give you Thompson's numbers on the air. Here's a handoff straight up the gut. Has close to a first down. Still going. Has the first. All the way to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 14.
Yeah, Mason Staley taking that all the way up. A nice big pickup there for the Falcons. And look at the Falcons just trying to run things quickly to keep the Wolfpack off balance. They have brought in Chris Guillen now at the quarterback position.
Staley puts him over 400 yards on the year. Low snap taken, throwing out to the right side. Has his man, gets away from the first corner. Pickup of about 5, but closer to the Wolfpack territory. That'll take him down to the 46-yard line. 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Well, Cosumnes Oaks really keying in on Jalen Walker.
This time the D-line's going to have nothing of it. They stuff him right at the line of scrimmage. Both defenses are fired up. Good ball game here so far. Good Christian Brothers following as well. That entire visitors' bleachers is full. They made the trip from the Oak Park area. Clean snap, thrown out to the flats. Gets away from one guy, then brought down by a slew of Wolfpack defenders. That time, they go back to Thompson. Let me give you Thompson's numbers on the year. He only actually had 8 receptions coming in. But he does have 2 touchdowns on the year, and he's been effective here on this drive as we approach the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Well, Christian Brothers forced to punt here.
Yeah, unfortunate that they're forced to punt because 2 turnovers here and unable to convert on those turnovers. It may cost them eventually if they don't convert.
Good punt too, taken all the way back at the 10-yard line. twisting, turning, shaking his way out to the 25. Good return. About 16 yards on the return. It looked like, did you get a number on that, Big Joe?
Yeah, it was Michael Coleman.
Coleman, one of the captains for the Wolfpack. So they've been able to drive, Joey, but a couple of turnovers in the red zone has them scoreless here early on.
Yeah, it stalled those drives, and that's pretty much what I'm talking about here. If you're Christian Brothers coming in as an underdog, you need to take advantage of those turnovers. I mean, they took advantage of. They took advantage of the failed onside kick attempt, but not advantage of these 3 turnovers.
Rush up the left side for about 5. Christian Brothers doing a nice job on first down, too. They're getting positive yards on first, which sets up play action on second, they can kind of open the playbook here a little bit. I'm sorry, Cosumnes Oaks doing a good job on first down.
Yeah, they put together some real nice drives, but those turnovers are just drive killers.
I don't think they've had a third down longer than 2 yards on the day. Here's a power eye now. Pitch back to the back man. Right side for couple. CB doing a nice job of containing that hole.
And you can see how pumped up Christian Brothers is. They're doing a good job of standing up these runners to try to allow the other defenders to swipe at the ball, and that's what's been big nowadays. Those turnovers. You want to have the ball and give your offense some opportunities to score.
Well, we said that was going to be a key coming in. The team that wins the turnover battles most likely going to win the ball game. And already Christian Brothers, they recovered 2 fumbles and had an interception at the goal line and recovered an onside kick. So they're winning that battle here early on. Here's 3rd and short. They have the first down and more. Close to midfield. They pick up a 13 for Will Height. He's their stud. He's their all-everything back. Mentioned Will Height on the year. He's got some good numbers.
Wolfpack are stacked with many skilled players. We just need to see them break out the gate here tonight.
Will Height over 700 yards on the ground. Now out of the gun is Crop. Crop hands it off. Starts left, goes right, cuts back. Good rush there, about 6-7 yards. Going to be 2nd and short. What a fantastic run there by Will Heights, just making cuts out of nowhere. Now Coleman checks in, going to give Will Height a quick breather.
Yeah, it looks like they like to run this Wildcat here with Coleman.
Oh, it is going to be a Wildcat. 2 receivers to the left. Coleman has it, and he's got the first down and more. 40-30, right sideline. He might go. 20, one man to beat. He's out of bounds. Good tackle there inside. No, they're going to say he went out of bounds at the 12-yard line. But a good open field tackle, saving the touchdown. There, it looked like Aaron Vaughn, the safety.
Yeah, Vaughn coming up.
Austin Hart also there on the stop. But, wow, Coleman showing that speed. And they're going to say, hey, why not? Let's give Coleman another shot at it. He has it again, Wildcat. This time to the left side. Penalty marker comes in from all over.
Yeah, so that's going to be in the area of a hold, considering where the penalty markers came out of. But yeah, I mean, just unbelievable speed there by Coleman. He hit the secondary and then just turned on the afterburners, and unbelievable breakaway speed. Give credit there to Christian Brothers defense to be able to run him down and force him out of bounds.
And I had a correction on my earlier statement, Joey, about my good friend Joe Meddy. He's actually here. He passed along the information to our other good friend Joe Zanzi, who's watching. So we got
a lot of Joes, don't you?
We got all sorts of Christian Brothers alum here chiming in.
All right. Well, hello, Joes.
And they're hungry. I mean, these guys, they're about their mid-20s, so in their lifetime, I don't think they've seen a Christian Brothers playoff victory.
Well, I'm not exactly sure if this is this was another penalty here. I never saw the yardage marked off, but
I
thought
it might have been offsetting.
Yeah.
One on each.
Looked like it was a too many men on the field penalty there against Christian Brothers.
Crop now back in the game. Hands it off to Will Height, and Will Height is in for the Wolfpack touchdown, a 6-yard touchdown run from Wilhite. And for Wilhite, the senior, his team-leading 13th touchdown of the year. Next guy in line is Van Dyke with 8. So Wilhite picks up his 13th touchdown of the year, and with 7:04, we're an extra point away from this thing being tied up. Good patient running there by Wilhite. He waited for his blockers to get a hole for him, and he drove it in for the 6-yard touchdown. That one's partially blocked, but up and in. With 7:04 left to go, we're all tied at 7. Got a good one brewing here. Thanks for tuning in here on the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So we're talking there, Ben, about these missed opportunities here that Christian Brothers has had. 2 fumble recoveries and an interception, but really no points to off of those turnovers. Their only drive came on that failed kick, onside kick attempt to open up the game. So that may come back to bite them.
Well, the thing is, it's 0-0 now. So despite 3 turnovers here in the first half, Cosumnes Oaks right where they want to be. They are tied, and that one's botched, but it's picked up at the 25. They're right where they want to be. It's a tie game. You got to stop here. Their offense back on the field. I think they're very fortunate to be in the position they are, considering they've turned it over 3 times here in the first 22 minutes of game time, and they are tied. So that's a good sign for them going forward. For Christian Brothers, what do they got to do to get the upset here? Yeah,
I think put pressure there, or force some of these turnovers, get a chance to get some of these turnovers here for Christian Brothers. Put your hat on that ball. Make sure you're forcing that ball out of the hands there of these runners, because it's really hard the offense and style that Cosumnes Oaks runs to force turnovers.
Play action. Now they throw to the running back out of the backfield, and it's good for about 4. Pass was complete that time to Staley.
And I have to say also here, Ben, I do like seeing the hurry up, or the no huddle, I should say, here by Christian Brothers.
Yeah, they've had a good tempo.
Yeah, not giving an opportunity here for Cosumnes Oaks to reset.
And you can't sub either. They set up the screen for Walker. Walker has very close to a first down. Looks like he's maybe a half a yard short, depending on the spot. 6:20 to go opening quarter, alongside Justin Gorley and Brian Hassler and Joey Gonzalez. I'm Ben Schneider. Happy to have you with us here for our Sac-Joaquin High School Football opening weekend. Always a fun time once we do playoffs.
It's going to be interesting to see. I saw Jalen Walker coming out of the ball game, taking his helmet off, walking down to the sideline. It's interesting to see if anything happened to him.
Omari Gray split to the right. Christian Brothers, all sorts of confusion. They're going to call a timeout, and that's a good call there by Coach P, because you had players coming in and out. You had linemen shifting. You had receivers out of the backfield, into the backfield. Hey, let's call a timeout and reset. 5:50 left to go before halftime. Got a good game here. 7-all here on the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. A big weekend there of football. Playoffs started on Thursday with Vista Del Lago's win over Lincoln. Vista Del Lago also in the Division 3 here, a league rival of Cosumnes Oaks. They kicked it off here, the playoffs here in the Sac-Joaquin section.
So 3rd and 1, big play here. Oh, and I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. 34 in on the stop. That's Levy. Atuwati
Levy coming in on a big stop there.
It to him. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's very close. It's one of those situations where, the forward progress there. And
it didn't look like there was much forward progress.
I know. His progress was stopped as soon as he hit that line, I thought, with Levy coming in. But, Amante Yarber, I'm not even sure whether or not he ever reached the line there, Ben.
Yeah, that's a generous spot. So Noon now out of the gun. They're showing blitz. Here they bring the heat. It's an option. Right side, out of one tackler, gets by another. Good move. How about this running? 12-yard pickup when it looked like he was going to be stuck for a loss. Chris Rios, listed as a wide receiver. And correction, Joey, thanks for letting me on that one. It was not 24, it was 34 Yarber. And he's a good runner. I'm actually not surprised that he picked up the first down there because he gets a lot of rush yards after contact. He's a big guy to bring down. Here's a throw across the middle. Had his man, but over the outstretched reach. That time they try to go to Hayden Jones, the junior. 6'6", 235. A big dude.
And I still wonder the story's going to be. Okay, I see him now. I was worried there for a minute to whether or not Jalen Walker was still sitting over there on the sideline.
He's back in.
Yeah, he's back in.
So they'll put Thompson in the slot and Gray split left, 2 receivers to the right. Out of the gun, Cosumnes Oaks showing blitz. Good draw. It's a draw up the 40, 30. He could go 20. Say goodnight. Down to the 1-yard line. Unreal. What a great call there. A perfect time to run the draw. A pickup of 55 yards. Yeah. I'm not even sure who it was.
That was Yarber again.
Yarber
just doing a lot of juking and driving. As soon as he hits the secondary, as soon as he hits the line, he puts on that speed and able to elude a couple of defenders. He's just got tacklers flying at him, and it took all the way down to Ryan Lewis to try to stop him.
And Yarber on the year had 18 rushes for 217 yards, average of 12. I'm wondering if he missed some time due to injury because when you average 12 yards per carry, you'd think you'd get a little bit more than 18. And based on the first half of this game, he's been unstoppable. Here's a big hit. That's going to be a loss.
Well, you talk about unstoppable. He was stopped there with a big hit there from Cosumnes Oaks. That was Kai Davis. And also coming in on the tackle was Ituati Levy. And really giving Yarber a big dose there.
Loss of 2. 2nd and goal from the 3. Noon out of the gun. Option. Going to keep it. Heads towards the end zone. Helmet first. Is he in?
They're looking for the signal. No, they're going to put it down at the 1, inside the 1.
Yeah, inside the 1, about the 1.5 yard line. 3rd down. You got to figure it's 4 down territory, huh?
Yeah, if I'm Coach P and talking to him before the game, he was really pumped up, very fired up for the ball game. I can see him going for it and just trying to punch this one in. He's got down to try to do it here and then one more to think about it if it needed. Be interesting to see. A lot of time going here on the play clock. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not they go ahead and they're telling the booth to start the clock.
They got their fullback in there, Austin Hart, for an extra blocker. Noon out of the gun. Yarder's going to be stuffed. How about this defense by the Wolfpack? They put 8 in the box there. And that's where you like to see Christmas maybe send a couple wide receivers out just to kind of get the guys out of the box because they put 8 in the box there, and Yarber had no chance. He loses 3. It looks like they're going to go for the field goal.
Yeah,
so
they are.
And put points up on the board.
That's a tough call right here. In this situation, you can't give – you need to get points. Usually points are premium here in the playoffs, and decided to go ahead and try to kick the field goal here.
Noon to hold here for Witherspoon. Oh, and that one was it partially blocked? Because it was just a line drive.
Well, who was it breaking into the backfield was I'm on Maybrook. And Maybrook may have had an effect on there. The 20-yarder, no good.
Wow.
It was just a knuckleballer there, Ben.
See, they should have gone for it.
All right, yeah. That's the way I always do things, hindsight. I wish, sometimes we wish we had hindsight.
And if they would have made it, that would have been the right decision. So ball now placed at where the ball was kicked at the 20. So missed field goal. We've had turnovers. We've had long runs. Very entertaining ball game here early on from Elk Grove. 5 versus 12 seed here. Winner gets to play American Canyon next week.
The American Canyon now near Napa, between Napa and Vallejo, so they'll travel out there.
Of course, KBCSports.com, now PlayOn Sports Network, and that's a tackle for a loss in the backfield. Good read there. 57 in on the stop, a loss. That's Zach Everson, the junior.
Yeah, Everston breaking through the hole, getting into the backfield, and so far, we've had a great first half of football here, Ben.
2:10 to go. Loss of 2, so 2nd and 12 for the Wolfpack. It's a quarterback keeper the whole way, and Christian Brothers not fooled on that one. That's going to be another loss. They go to Eris. I mentioned that they'll use all 3 quarterbacks. And now it's another third and long, so it's unfamiliar territory. They've had 3rd and very manageable here early on, and that's why they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, it's a traditional passing down here, but what do you do when it's a traditional passing down and you're not a traditional passing team?
Right.
They like to run an awful lot. They do it well, although they can't go to the air. Having to convert a 3rd down, 3rd and 12 is a tough task to consider here.
That's why Coach Gomes took a timeout. He's only used 1 here early on, or here in the first half. So with 1:38 to go, we'll take a break in the action. 7-7 is our score. Opening round of the Sac-Joaquin playoffs here on the PlayOn High School Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
How about some other scores from last night?
I thought I had some scores here.
No, from last night's action.
Yeah,
that's
what I was saying. Right? I had some scores from last night, but I don't have any scores. I would not follow that bracket because outside of that one, that is the only one for certain.
Okay.
Although we do know that Elk Grove won. A lot of the favorites won last night.
Oakdale, the 1 seed.
Probably, if you look at it bracket-wise, the biggest upset, which you can't really consider an upset, was Del Oro's big win over Yuba City, a 15 knocking off a 2. But you have an experience in knowing Del Oro a bit there, Ben. It's something that you can't be surprised with.
And they go conservative there on 3rd. And Christian Brothers going to use their last timeout, which is smart, Joey, because it stops the clock. And with 1:30 left, they'll have some time to try to get back in the end zone, at least get in the field goal range. But based on that last field goal, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But this is a team that can run the ball. Uses that hurry-up offense and knows how to work with a short amount of time.
Jalen Walker set to return. He's by far the biggest threat Christian Brothers has on the offensive side of the ball. He's already got an interception, too, textbook play on a corner position on that interception. That was done to a T. Had position over the wide receiver the entire time. Made a jump on the ball before even the wide receiver did. So Not sure what we're waiting for here. Oh, no,
we're waiting for
the officials.
Yeah.
Lots of Giants fans in the crowd. Love to see that World Series champs. I see a Panda hat right in front of me. Still lots of support for the G-men who have a dynasty going in the Bay, right?
They have a dynasty in the making.
Walker called for the fair catch. He lets it roll. No, it's picked up. No, it didn't look like it was touched. But then again, like we said earlier,
right,
there's no harm in
trying. Yeah, you got to go.
So CB's going to have good ball, good field position here. They're going to be at their own 48 with 1:18 to go. No timeouts, Joey. So you got to work the sidelines here. Of course, the clock will stop for first downs, but once those chains are reset, it'll stop going. So we'll work the sidelines here.
You do. You work the sidelines, but also the other thing, too, as long as you're going for first downs, what Christian Brothers can do, going with that no huddle, is they can line up their players real quick. As soon as that clock winds up, then you're ready to go. So plenty of time here for Christian Brothers to at least get in field goal range. And it looks like the officials here are discussing that, because if you're saying that that Jalen Walker called for the fair catch, if I'm not mistaken, that's a live ball. He needs to catch that ball if it's going to be a fair catch. But nonetheless, they're going to go ahead, and here's the information here. It's
well, they had a penalty anyway.
Yeah, penalty declined by Christian Brothers. So Christian Brothers will go ahead and take over right there at their own 48. 52 yards to go, and can do it here with the minute 18. As long as you said there, Ben, they just use the sidelines and run their spread option offense here. They put Guillen here at the corner at the quarterback.
It is Guillen with Lutz in the backfield with him. Set up the screen. Oh, that was almost picked. Great play there by Ross, one of the captains. He made a great break on that.
Yeah, pass was intended there for Amari Gray, and Ross had a great break on the ball there, as you said there, Ben, and knocking it out of the hands.
So Coach P setting in the signals. Noon has it. No, they're going to stick with Guillen, looks like. They're sticking with Guillen, and they have Staley in the backfield now. Deep drop. And that one is a miscommunication. Looked like he was trying to go to Hennessy.
Yeah, complete miscommunication. I just don't think they had the right play out there, because, as you say, he had two receivers in the vicinity with Brandon Thompson and Omari Gray, but neither one of those two receivers was even looking back at the quarterback expecting a pass.
And I'm wondering why Guillen's getting this series.
It is interesting, yeah.
Because on the year, Guillen, he only had 38 attempts on the year. He's rolling right here. Throws across his shoulder. Even if he would have been caught, it would have been nowhere near a first. So Christian Brothers goes 3 and out, and now
only burn about 15 seconds there, Ben.
Yeah, with 3 passes. And now the Wolfpack in business. They have 3 timeouts, and they'll get the ball back here. So,
yeah, here's the question becomes here whether or not the Wolfpack can drive the length of the field, because this should be a pretty good boot. Pin them down near around their own 20 at least with this punt. And so you wonder whether or not the Wolfpack has the offense to drive the length of the field.
Not a great kick at all. They only net about 25 yards on that kick. Goes out of bounds at the 30. It looked like he hit off the side of his foot.
Right, yeah. And I mean, he was looking in that direction, wanting to not give them, I should say, an opportunity to return the ball. But about 71 yards to go here for the Wolfpack, and the question becomes whether or not they have the offense to go ahead and do this with 56 seconds to go here in the half.
Oregon just getting underway against Cal and Berkeley with Alabama's loss.
A big opportunity here for the Ducks.
Stanford beats Oregon State today. We'll get you UC Davis and Sac State scores at halftime, too. Get you caught up on all your local college football. There's a run. It looks like conservative here.
Yeah, and that's what we're saying. I think they're going to play it conservative because they just don't have their offense kind of dictates that they're going to keep it on the ground and try to break a play here.
Yet they call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 48 seconds to go, opening round of the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Playoffs here on the PlayOn Sports Network.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action or Saturday night, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. You know, another team that Alabama loss is good for one of my favorite teams there, Notre Dame. Ben, and Notre Dame leading Boston College right now 21-6 in the fourth. So the Alabama loss really opens it up for some of these other unbeatens.
Sure, and K-State was big on TCU. We'll try to get you some high school scores, some local college football scores at half as well. And it looked confusion from the get-go. Looked like they were trying to set up the screen, but if it's not there, you just got to throw that away because...
Yeah, I mean, and now out of timeouts here for Cosumnes Oaks. They're just think I can see them going ahead and just taking a knee and walking it into the locker room for the half.
So stick with us, folks. We've got a good halftime show coming up, and then get you ready for the second half of this ball game. Fantastic game so far. Lots of action. Goes to show you don't need a lot of points for it to be an entertaining game. Flag comes in. That's going to be a illegal block, I can already tell you. Blocking too low there on 21. No, illegal shift.
Yeah. Yeah, 5-yard penalty there. Just push back the Wolfpack. And even though it's low scoring, we actually have a good, a close one here, Ben. And playoffs, sometimes you get some big scores like last night where Granite Bay just walloped Napa 55-0, if I'm not mistaken. I do know that they blanked them. Or you have some tight ones here like tonight and as we had last night between Rockland and Antelope.
Where was that game?
It was at Antelope.
Okay.
You know, so a good, exciting situation there for the Titans is, you know, you're very familiar with the Titans. They were hosting their first playoff game in school history.
Cool.
And that win last night gave their team their very first ever playoff win.
Very cool. And I think it's only the second year with seniors there. Is that correct? Or
it's their third or fourth year now with seniors.
Oh,
well,
the
third.
Many?
It's their third year with seniors.
Okay, so I mean it's a fairly new school. There's a kneel down, and that's going to do it, folks. And that's the end of the first half of play. We're all tied up at 7 apiece between the Falcons and the Wolfpack. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Saturday Night Football under the lights on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream.
Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you from Cosumnes Oaks Community Stadium here in beautiful Elk Grove. I'm Ben Schneider with Joey Gonzalez. Our halftime score, we're all tied up, folks, 7-7. Christian Brothers versus Cosumnes Oaks, the 5 versus 12. Well, that first half we saw it all, Joey. We saw a couple onside kicks. We saw fumbles. We saw interceptions. We saw long runs. We saw long passes. We saw great defensive stops. We saw a missed field goal. We basically seen it all. So if the second half's anything like the first, we're in for a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. The way it's shaping up right here. Touchdown there early on to start off the ball game for Christian Brothers when they were able to convert, just go the 49 yards on the first opening drive. Cosumnes Oaks trying to get an onside kick and surprised Christian Brothers, but Christian Brothers went ahead and took advantage, drove it down 49 yards for the touchdown. But Cosumnes Oaks responding there in the second quarter. However, it's like these turnovers have really played a major difference here on both sides of the ball. Christian Brothers was driving there for their second drive and unfortunately fumbled the ball. On the other side of the ball, Cosumnes Oaks has 3 turnovers of their own, and some of this has just been play-killing, drive-killing turnovers, momentum-killing turnovers. So, if, as you said, if the first half is any indication, or the second half is, what am I trying to say? The first half, yeah. Any indication as far as to how this ball game is going to go, it's going to be a tight one. Should be going down to the wire here. And it's a great, it's a great matchup here. A 5-12 seed, here in Division III. You wouldn't want to have it any other way.
No, and you mentioned the turnovers, but they were costly turnovers for the Wolfpack because the interception was at the 1, and I believe both fumbles were inside the red zone.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Drive-killing turnovers. They kill momentum. Because as you said, they were right there, and Jalen Walker had played that interception well, as you had said. Got in front of the receiver, had position, looked back at the quarterback, and give him credit because, plays on the wideouts on the offensive side, and so he's going to be set and knows how to play the quarterback position. And he had read the quarterback there for Cosumnes Oaks all the way, Crop.
No, that was a fantastic play. We've seen a lot of great plays here in the first half. Winner gets to play American Canyon next week, second round of the Sac-Joaquin football finals. Of course, stay tuned for our I always want to say KBC Sports. That's our old company. We're PlayOn Sports, high school sports network now. And so stay tuned to our PlayOn Sports post-game show where Joey and I will select a player of the game. We'll do a player of the game interview. That's immediately following the game. That's always a lot of fun to talk to these young athletes. So you want to definitely stay tuned for that.
Yeah, it gets them excited and gets them exposure, and obviously the winning team, I should say how excited they are generally when you're able to talk with them. And a lot of good kids, we get some good kids up here that, I should say they're always good kids when we're able to get a chance to talk to them.
All right, so that's going to do it for our PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Friday Night Football will return. Saturday Night Football, I should say, will return in just a few moments for the start of the second half, right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot.
immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
All right, you're watching PlayOnSports.com presentation of Saturday Night Football from Elk Grove. I'm Ben Schneider with Joey Gonzalez. We're all tied up at 7 as we get ready to start the second half of action. The Wolfpack from Cosumnes Oaks here in Elk Grove will have the ball first. Remember, they kicked off to start the game, and they went for the onside kick. And Christian Brothers, I don't believe they scored on that opening drive.
They did score on that opening drive.
That's right. So, who knows? They kicked that off, and maybe CB doesn't score. So that's a big part of this game. So here we go. Crowd getting back into their seats after hitting the concession stand. There are hot links and nachos and all sorts of good stuff down there. And here's the kick, trying to go east-west instead of north-south, and that's a big mistake because it's a gain of about 2.
Yeah, that was looks like a Michael Coleman trying to break it up, looking for a hole, unable to break it up field, and good job of containment there by the kickoff team there of Christian Brothers, pushing Coleman back. So they're going to start, with a long ways to go here on the opening drive here of the second half.
So we're starting field position for the Wolfpack here today. They're going to start at their own 10. CB going to rush 4. Man in motion. Inside give. A big hole. Stiff arm. Good tackle, but a good gain of 21 yards for number 21. Kalen Wilhite.
Yeah.
He's been a stud here tonight.
He has. He just found an open hole. Good job there by the line, just breaking something open. As soon as Wilhite hits that opening there and it gets into the secondary, it's all Wilhite from there.
Out of the gun. Go back to Wilhite. Wilhite spins. Good containment that time. Maybe picks up 1.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to ride Wilhite here early. Make sure, try to get Christian Brothers to key in on him.
And now it looks like the Wolfpack going to a no-huddle. Chris Guillen now in. He's their Wildcat quarterback. No, correction. My mistake. We still got Crop in there. But they're going no-huddle, too, out of the gun. So both teams now with the fast tempo. Crop has it, sets up the screen. Good job of looking it off first. Good job. Here's an open field burst. This could be trouble for the Falcons. 10-5, touchdown, Wolfpack. 68 yards on the pass and catch screen. And I want to give credit where credit's due. 86, is it?
Alex Van Dyke.
Van Dyke.
Yeah, the nice, as you said, bubble screen set up. And you said it right from the start there, Ben. A good look off there by Crop.
73 yards. Van Dyke has a 79-yarder, so that wasn't even his longest catch of the year. His 9th touchdown. He only averages 18 yards per catch. That's it. What a target. What a beast. What a run, too, because Van Dyke, 6'4", 200, but he runs like he's about 5'10", 175. I mean, he's got a great speed. So just like that, did they miss the extra point? I'm looking down at my notes. Left, right? Extra point is no good. Well, that could be a big factor. Either way, the Wolfpack go 90 yards in a minute 8, capped off by a 72-yard touchdown to Van Dyke from Crop. And maybe that's the big play that the Wolfpack need to kind of run away with this thing. We'll see how Christian Brothers responds. Remember, they took their opening drive, so they've led or been tied the entire game. This is the first time they've trailed here tonight.
Yeah, we're going to see here whether or not Cosumnes Oaks decides to kick this one away. It's going to be interesting, but I kind of see this one going right up the middle here. Maybe a short kick to one of these up men. Try to get them underneath it. And what they try to do is just cause an overreaction. Someone who's not used to receiving a ball now all of a sudden is receiving it and hope that they fumble the ball.
Deep kick, taken all the way at the 5-yard line by Walker. Walker finds a seam, cuts upfield, 40 to the 50. Oh, still on his feet. And finally hit out of bounds at the 41-yard line. About a 58-yard return for Walker. So you ask, I was wondering how Christian Brothers is going to respond. How about Walker there?
Yeah, absolutely. Getting into the hands of Walker, and I'm not sure whether or not that was a mistake there by Cosumnes Oaks to just kick it directly to Walker, but you can see the speed and agility that Walker has as soon as just following his seam there, gets in and able to elude a couple of tacklers and finally breaking something open. So good start here for the Falcons. And let's see whether or not they can respond here to the Wolfpack's score.
A 53-yard return for Walker. Here's Noon. Play action pass. Has his man open but overshot him. Trying to go to Walker.
Yeah, he was under pressure there. Cosumnes Oaks was bearing down on him. That was Josh Davis with the pressure for the Wolfpack.
So 2nd and 10 now, 10:34 to go. Christian Brothers trails for the first time today, 13-7 after the 72-yard pass to Van Dyke. Good ball game here so far. Thanks for tuning in here on CIF Sac-Joaquin.tv. Justin Gorley is our videographer. Brian Hassler, our trusted game day engineer. Split back formation. 2 receivers to the right for Noon. Good protection. Noon steps up. Now he has to throw it away. Yeah, did he find a guy?
He did find a guy. It was a jump ball. I'm not sure if it was caught in bounds, though. But almost a jump ball, as not only did he have 2 Falcons there, also 2 defenders there for the Wolfpack. And that's what happens when you throw it in to just throw it up there. Not exactly sure who the pass was intended for there, Ben, but dangerous nonetheless for the Falcons.
3rd and 7 now. So they did get 3 yards out of it. Good play there by Noon. Flag comes in. Noon under pressure, steps up, throws across his body. That's going to be, almost interception. We'll see what the flag is. It came right after the ball was snapped. There's going to be a false start on the offense. You probably decline that, right?
Well, you can't decline it. It is a given. It should have been a play which should have been blown dead.
That's right. So even if it had been interception, it should have been blown dead. You're right. So it's going to be 3rd and 12.
So who knows, maybe a blessing in disguise here for the Falcons if they can get something positive here. But and unable to get anything done with a nice return so far by Jalen Walker, Ben. And, that's one thing you don't want to do is start a drive. Oh, they were able to decline it.
Okay.
Yeah, they were able to decline it, so it brings up 4th down.
Which is a smart move.
Yeah, but Coach P decides he's going to go ahead and go for it.
Well, it's one of those things. If you punt it into the end zone, you're only losing 18 yards. So big play here. Has his man. Whoa, nice throw, but good protection and good pass block there. They try to go to Walker. Wow, Noon threw that on a rope, but good play there. Looked like Dutch Martin, one of the captains. Great name, too.
Dutch Martin playing the safety right there. Just center field. Saw Walker coming out his way. Read Noon's eyes the entire way and just stepped up, tried to deflect that or try to get his hands on it.
Big time play there.
Yeah, able to break it up nonetheless.
So now we'll see what Christian Brothers has up their sleeves. They're now up against the wall. They got to get a defensive stop here.
Yeah, you don't want to give up too much. You don't want to give up momentum here to Cosumnes Oaks.
Exactly, because they've had it for most of the game. They've looking for the knockout punch here on the upset. Just 6-4 on the year. Play action, throwing downfield, has his man behind the defense, but it is a little bit underthrown, and I bet Kropp wishes he had that one back because he had him, and that would have been 6.
Yeah, that was Josh Castanet on the drop pass. But I gotta say, Brandon Thompson probably saying thank goodness that that pass was dropped because Thompson playing it incorrectly, almost looking at like a center field, came up on it because it hung in the ball and the air a little too long.
2nd and 10 now with 10 minutes to go. Looked like not a great exchange on the handoff, a loss of a couple.
Yeah, kind of a muffed handoff there.
And they tried to go to Darden. Bunch of subs out for the Wolfpack. A couple subs in. There's Kropp under center. Play action. Rolls to his right. Finds his man. It's Van Dyke again, but he's out of bounds, short of the first. And now what do you do if you're Ryan Gomes? It's going to be 4th and about 6. I think you punt it here. Because you give CB the ball back at midfield. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Actually in their own territory, but they're going to go for it. I don't agree with the call, but I'm not coaching. I'm just broadcasting. Kropp under center. Man in motion. Oh, CB jumped. Still not. Oh, we'll give him a first down.
Yeah, we'll give him a first down.
So maybe that's what they were doing the whole time. Great decision.
And you can see the finger pointing there. It's going to be interesting to see what the call is. I mean, considering, where they.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. No, it is jumping. And you can see the defensive line really pleading their case, saying they were provoked, thinking there was movement on the line. But they don't get the false start penalty. They get the offsides. And so just like that, Cosumnes Oaks continues to move.
Wow, that could be a huge play, too. Because they probably were just going for the hard count. Now out of the gun. Looks like it's Eris. That's their Wildcat guy. Eris makes a couple guys miss and has it close to a first down.
Yeah, should be enough there. As you said, Eris just take the ball, puts his head down, follows the blockers, comes up hobbling a little bit. Looks like he's really hurt there. Yeah,
and they'll bring back Kropp. Eris is shaken up. He'll go see the team doc. So Kropp back in there. 2 receivers to his right. Big Van Dyke. He's a threat. Watch him on the outside. Always got to account for him. Runs straight up the gut. Has the first down. 8:16 to go in the third. 13-7. Cosumnes Oaks on top of Christian Brothers here in the first round of the Sac-Joaquin section playoffs. 5 versus 12. Good football weather, that's for sure.
Only a couple of ball games today. There's this game tonight, and earlier Burbank had beaten Grant.
Down year for Grant, that's for sure. Here's a pass on the... Oh, it's still going. First down.
Yeah, Dylan
Looked like the slant pattern there.
Yeah, Griffith, Dylan Griffith with the reception and dragging a couple of Falcons defenders there. Nice move there by Griffith.
It looks like the Wolfpack maybe came out a little flat, but they're rocking and rolling here in the second half. They've looked great. Pitch back, doing a guy's job of mixing the pass and the run. Busting outside. This could be huge trouble for CB. Dives towards the pylon. What's the call?
I'm going to say it's down. Yeah, there's a signal
Will
there, a
Height.
timeout signal, but they're going to mark him down at the 1. Will Height stretching for that touchdown, but a big run nonetheless there, Ben, for Will Height.
Oh, they're bringing it back. I didn't see a marker. Oh, I see it now. Yeah. That's going to be a hold. Wow.
Yeah, a big loss there, maybe a big break there for Christian Brothers.
Spot foul, too. So, penalty is always a factor as well. So that'll push them back all the way back to the, looks like the 34. First and 20. Rolling out. Throws across the middle. Dangerous pass there, Joey.
Yeah, it was. Pass was thrown behind him. The intended receiver was Kai Davis. Pass was thrown behind him as he had, a couple of defenders there, mainly Ryan Graggs for Christian Brothers, bearing down on him. And Kropp gets away with one there.
$7:25 to go. Kropp out of the gun, sends a man in motion, hands it off to him, jumps.
Ooh. Ooh.
But he takes a big hit because of it.
Yeah,
Ben McFadden.
McFadden over there with a big hit, and really getting congratulations from his teammates. But Coleman there trying to take it into the air, and McFadden said, no way.
3rd and 20 now. So they would have first and goal at the 1. The penalty moves him back. A couple of stuffs on the run as Coleman checks out. Another big play here early on in the 3rd. CB showing blitz. Now they back off. Now they come. Good protection. Going for the home run. Left sideline. Oh, it's caught, but was he in bounds? Incomplete. Hell of a grab. Either way by Dutch Martin, but he's out of bounds. So 4th and 20. Now what do you do?
Pass was sailing out of bounds. Well, I think they're going to go ahead. I mean, there's no question here that Coach Combs is going to go for it. 4th down territory. I haven't, they had missed the extra point. You wonder whether or not their field goal unit has a distance to kick what could be
a 48-yarder.
Yeah, not here. Not in this cold weather.
Wind not really a factor, but yeah, if you
it's
punt,
dead air,
it, you're only giving up 11 yards. So you might as well go for it. But you got to watch for Van Dyke too. Make sure safety knows where this guy is. He's a playmaker. He's on the outside here, right side.
Jalen Walker covering him.
And they'll put Coleman in the slot, looking right. Here it is across the middle, incomplete. So CB holds. And that's big for them, Joey.
Yeah, looking for a pass interference call there, but Greg had gone up for it. Gone up for it, looking at Kropp the entire way. Pass was intended for DJ Rogers, but Greg's doing a great job there playing center field. So turnover on downs there, and good situation there for Christian Brothers to hold, because if very easily the Wolfpack could have gotten out of there. I should say, cutting out of hand there for Christian Brothers.
The hold, the big play of that drive. So CB has it, hands it off. Maybe a couple to Staley and Senior. 2nd and 8. So we approach the 6-minute mark here in the 3rd.
It's been a while since we've seen Yarber come in here. We saw him in that first half have some big runs, and not sure if he got hurt here, Ben, but haven't seen Yarber here for some time.
That's a good point. He was a big factor there in the first half. We'll look out for that as the game develops. Throw to the left side, and that's intercepted. Never came out of Kropp's hands the way he wanted. That one, out of Noon's hands. No, it's Guillen.
Guillen again. And so it's interesting to see. I'm not sure what Coach P is seeing or what has happened here, but to see Guillen. And he was in the entire series, the first series for Christian Brothers. And again, this time, both times it was Guillen. So interception there that time by Guillen.
And Viramontes with the pick.
And Cosumnes really wants to speed up tempo here. I mean, they got their offense out quick.
But that's just the way that left Guillen's hand, that had disaster written all over it. 2nd and 4 after a nice 6-yard gain on first. They'll stay to the ground. Up the middle.
Yeah, that time Will
Heights, yep. Maybe about 3, going to be 3rd and 1.
That time Will Height being held right at near the first down marker. Christian Brothers doing a good job of stopping him there, but they're going to have a big 3rd down stop here.
Under 5 to go. 3rd and 3, so I didn't give Will Height a very good spot on that. Over the right end, close to a first.
Yeah, Coleman crosses over the 30, so it is a first down.
Now move the chains, under 5 to go. Turnovers are being a big factor now. Wolfpack with 3 now, Falcons with 2. 5 total turnovers and an onside kick. We've seen a little bit of everything here as that's a run up the right guard for a couple.
They're really bringing in their rushers here, just mixing it up. We've seen a slew of them, Ayers, Darden, Griffith, Wilhite.
Yeah, they're deep, that's for sure. Offset eye now as they bring in their fullback, Ryan Lewis, another one of the captains. They pitch back to Wilhite. Wilhite for about 4. So we approach the 4-minute mark. And you got to figure, too, that Wolfpack going to stay on the ground. I mean, that's their forte.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter. And if they're able to move the ball against Christian Brothers like this, just keeping it on the ground, there's no reason to change up to change up your game plan.
You're going to tire down that Falcons defense is what you're going to do, and you're going to eat up clock. Power eye now. Man in motion is Coleman. Coleman down the right side. And what do we have here? Timeout, Wolfpack. We'll take one as well. 3:38 left to go. Wolfpack 13, Falcons 7. You're listening to the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week here on the PlayOn Sports Network.
Folks, PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports live here. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the games you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And finally, PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
3rd and 5 now from the 21.
Doing a good job of just wearing down clock. 3:38 to go here in the third quarter, Ben. And interesting to see how they're able to run this no huddle with this Russian attack.
Jumbo package here. 3 running backs in the back. Will Height? Oh, I don't know. I think his knee was down.
That his knee was down. He had to get to the 18 for the first down.
That's going to be 4th. 4th and 1.
Yeah, I saw him only go out to barely the 20.
Big play coming up here for the Falcons. And look at that. You see some of their linemen. They look pooped. Kind of holding their...
There's your jumbo package again here, Ben.
Yep. Bring in an extra lineman. Oh, they jumped. They jumped. So now you got to maybe change your play because it's going to be 4th and 6. A little bit different play call there, Joey, than 4th and 1.
Oh, yeah. And I don't think they're going to go ahead with the jumbo package, but spread it out a little bit, mix it up. As you can see, Van Dyke going out there, Coleman spreading out as well.
Yeah, you don't have as many options there on 4th and 6 as you do on 4th and 1. Looked like they were setting up for a quarterback draw, quarterback sneak. So now you got to open the playbook a little bit as we're under 3 minutes to go here. Cosumnes Oaks on top, 13-7, and Wilhite in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play action, throwing across his body, has his man. What a throw! And breaks free of the initial corner, and he's inside the 10, inside the 5. What a play! What a throw!
Wide open, though, as well, and I'm not sure. I see Jalen Walker there out in the area right now, but wonder whether or not he gave Van Dyke just too much room, because I saw nothing but space around Van Dyke, and, of course, with Crop going right to him, he easily gets the first down.
So the Wolfpack looking to put some distance in between them and the Falcons. They're down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. 2:49 left to go. They go back to the jumbo package. 2 tight ends set. Play action. Rolling to his right. Throwing across. Has his man. It's a touchdown, Falcons. 6-yard touchdown pass. Once we get a number, and it looks like Ryan Lewis.
Was it Ryan Lewis?
22.
I thought it was, okay, I thought it was down to I'm in Maybrook.
Ryan Lewis, one of the captains, and gosh, captain's coming up big here for Cosumnes Oaks. 19-7 now, largest lead of the game. And here you go for 2, right, to make up for that extra point?
Well, you do. Yeah, you would think. And you might as well, I mean, just make sure that you put that distance between you and the Falcons.
Absolutely. So they will go for 2 here, trying to make it a 2-touchdown lead. Back to that jumbo eye. Pitch back to Wilhite. Wilhite's going to go in, but he loses it. But it's recovered.
Did they give him the score? No score.
Oh, he lost the ball, but it looked like, I thought from my vantage point, he was already across the pylon. They're not going to give it to him. So that's where we'll stand right now. 19-7 with 2:43 left to go. We'll take a break in the action. You're listening to the Sac-Joaquin High School Football Game of the Week on the PlayOn High School Sports Network.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to PlayOnSports.com/SBP.
So 2:43 to go now. Christian Brothers trails by 12. They got to get something going here on this next possession. Get back in this thing. Their offenses looked flat here in the second half.
Yeah, and I wonder where, why we haven't seen some of these noon and where Yarber have been. I can't really spot them on the other sideline. But I wish we had an explanation. And actually, I think I see Yarber standing over there on the far sideline. But
going for a little pooch kick again. Fair catch called for and grabbed by Brandon Thompson.
Good job there by Brandon Thompson staying underneath it. And good job there by Coach P to insert Brandon Thompson. As Coach P rallies his players around him. A few words of encouragement and some notes. Just letting them know that it's time to really get things moving here.
All right, so big possession coming up for Christian Brothers. They got to get back in this thing. 3 receivers to the right. And there's a burst up the middle. They're going to go back to Noon.
Yeah, Noon and Yarber back in there. And again, I don't know if it was an injury, an equipment issue. I don't know why they were out for the first two series, but these are your playmakers. This is the time you need your playmakers in making plays.
Noon. Oh, what a play. Good defensive play. Batted down there by Kai Davis, one of the captains.
Yeah, pass was intended there for Jalen Walker. Never got there as Kai Davis did a good job getting his hands up, jumping the gun, batting that pass away.
Third and 2 now from the 45. Noon out of the gun. Trips right. Going to set up the option. Keeps it. Has the first down. Takes a big hit. But he keeps on ticking down to the 47.
Yeah, great job by the Noon there. They keep those legs moving.
So they needed 2, and he got 12. Clock runs now. We're at 2 minutes left in the third. So Cosumnes Oaks has outscored Christian Brothers 19-0 since CB took their opening drive down and scored. 49-yard drive. 2 receivers to each side. Walker in the slot. Throw to the left side. Still waiting for a call. Still waiting. They're going to give it to him, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go in and mark this.
The ref needs to make a signal, however. He didn't.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
So gain of 8, 2nd and 2 now. I wonder if all these short passes, I wonder if Christian Brothers ever going to go for the home run. Very methodical in their passes, nothing over 10 yards. You got to figure maybe go for the home run at some point. Here's a flea flicker, and they have a man open on the pitch back. Underthrown, but coming back and making the catch, but a flag comes in.
Yeah, it's going to be an interference there as Jalen Walker able to catch that, go up high, got flipped in the air. Unbelievable catch there by Jalen Walker.
Just your average option pass.
You were looking for the home run there, Ben, and maybe not the home run you were expecting, but we'll call that.
So that's going to be declined, yeah.
Yeah, the halfback option pass. Always neat to see come out of the woodwork.
Of course, Joey and I will do a player of the game interview following today's game. So KBC or PlayOnSports.com postgame show coming up immediately after this one. You want to stick through for that? Maybe even get you an update from Berkeley. Who knows? 2 receivers to the left now. Noon under center, and he has Yarber back in there. Yarber is there. They fake it to him. Noon going to keep it. Dances outside, and he's going to go in for the Falcon touchdown. 16-yard touchdown run from Noon, and a good decision to cut inside up the right guard. And just like that, the Falcons back in this thing.
Great job there, Noon, keeping it on that option play. You thought it was going to Yarber as he had Yarber out to his right. Decided to keep that one, take it up the middle, juked a couple of players, and able to run it in there for the 16-yarder touchdown.
So Christian Brothers indeed does answer the call. Here's Witherspoon to attempt the extra point, and it's up and in. And we got a ball game, folks. Don't go anywhere. Under a minute to go in the third. It's just a one-possession game. 19-14. Cosumnes Oaks on top of Christian Brothers right here in the Sac-Joaquin High School football game of the week.
Folks, Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter. I've been telling you all night, giving you news and information, links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. So don't sleep on this one here, Ben. Christian Brothers able to storm back with their playmakers, Noon and Yarber and Walker all getting involved there, and that's what they really need to do. That's what they were looking to do, what they were needing to do to get back in this one, and obviously on that drive, able to take it down the field and to convert that one.
We got a ball game, folks. Big kickoff. Taken at the 7-yard line. Oh, man, look at this. Trouble. All the way out towards midfield. What a return. 43 yards on the return. Coming up hobbling, but well worth it, was Coleman, one of the captains.
Yeah, Coleman, the speed back there for the Wolfpack, and showing just how this tremendous speed coming up like a burst of flames there all the way to midfield, and great return there by the Wolfpack.
Excellent field position again. Now it's up to the CB defense to get some stops. Christian Brothers scored first, and then Cosumnes Oaks with 19 unanswered. Then Christian Brothers, a nice long drive there, and that's where we stand right now, 19-14. Alongside Joey Gonzalez, I am Ben Schneider. Happy to have you with us here. 42 seconds left in the third. Crop under center, 2 receivers to his right. Whistle comes in, blows the play dead. Maybe too much time. It is delay game.
Yeah, using a lot of time, trying to get that play in. Cosumnes Oaks going to have to pick it up there if they want to avoid that delay of game penalty.
So 1st and 15 now from the 45. Christian Brothers going to rush 4. Here comes pressure from the outside. They get it to Van Dyke, however. He just looks like a football player, doesn't he?
No, he does. Van Dyke and Jalen Walker giving Van Dyke a lot of cushion there, a lot of space. But if I'm Walker, you want to play Van Dyke a little tighter. You have the speed to stay with him.
34 seconds left. 2nd and 6.
Probably giving him too much cushion.
Will Hyde in the backfield. They hand it off to Coleman. Coleman doesn't get much, maybe a yard.
Yeah, trying to go off tackle there. Found a hole, but Christian Brothers able to plug it up quickly and keep Coleman contained.
Maybe one more play here in the third. No, they're just going to let it go down. That's the end of the third quarter, folks. In entertaining ball game, we got 3 in the books, 1 to go. 19-14, Cosumnes Oaks on top of Christian Brothers. You're listening to watching, or listening, or both, to the Sac-Joaquin High School football game of the week. Saturday night football under the lights here on the PlayOn High School Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the one you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. And folks, PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championships events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. A cold one here tonight, Ben. It seems like it just keeps getting colder and colder. Another wind blowing.
Well, it's my toes that have been affected the most as they send Coleman in motion. Oh, there's Van Dyke. What a threat. And it's going to take more than one Falcon to bring this guy down. All the way down to the 25-yard line to pick up a 20. And that's how the fourth quarter gets started.
Van Dyke taking the slant route right at the middle. Was able to shake off Walker that time and take that pass from Crop.
Now under center. Man in motion. And that's going to be another false start. And I could see it happening before it even did. It looked like Griffith. He wasn't even close to being set. 17-10 in Berkeley, Oregon over Cal. Now, Cal usually plays Oregon well. It doesn't matter that Cal's 3-7. For whatever reason, they play the Ducks tough at home.
Well, wasn't Jeff Tedford on Mike Belotti's staff up there in Oregon? So always looking to get at Oregon.
Wilhite in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. They pitch to Wilhite. Now it's a reverse. They cough it up, but luckily right there stomping on it was Diego Gastelum.
That's when you got to be aware where the ball is at all times. I think Christian Brothers lost an opportunity. It looked to me that Rocky Lopez and I get the number there. It looks to me here from my vantage point, Rocky Lopez unable to get to Wilhite or taking Wilhite down. Wilhite never had the ball, so always got to be aware of where the ball is there if you're Christian Brothers. So that brings up a 2nd and 23 here for the Wolfpack. And Ben, nothing going up the middle there for the Wolfpack as it looked at Jordan Ayers trying to make something happen right up the middle on a draw play, but being forced back there by the Falcons.
So 3rd and 23, now 10:30 to go. Refs come in and whistle it down. We got an injured player. Big offensive lineman, 56, Cameron Schroeder. 6'5", 250. As we approach the 2-minute or 10-minute mark. They're going for the home run down the left sideline. Incomplete, intended for Dutch Martin. Coming up 4th and 21. So the Falcons one play away from getting the ball back. Gosh, darn it.
Well, Ben, I'll go ahead and pinch hit for you here. It's the weather here bringing all kinds of trouble. I know my broadcast partner earlier, Andrew, was coming down with something himself.
So they're going to punt here.
The Alex Van Dyke's punt. Rolling dead as Christian Brothers doing the smart thing, staying away from that. So Christian Brothers looks like they're going to go ahead and start from their own, and we'll get the mark here. It's going to be inside the 5. No, check that, right at around the 12-yard line there for Christian Brothers. Starting 1st and 10 there from their own 12. 9:42 left on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Only down 5, a one-possession game. So, unfortunately, the Wolfpack, Cosumnes Oaks, not able to do anything on that possession. And let's see whether or not their defense can hold here.
Big opportunity here for the Falcons. You mentioned just trailing by 5. Touchdown gives them the lead. Play action. Throws into double coverage. Well, if there's a guy that you can count on in double coverage, it's Walker. He almost made a fantastic play. Good coverage there on the outside. By Aaron Ross, and also the safety for Montez.
And you know that Jalen Walker would love to have that one back. Did touch him in the
hands. He had a shot at it.
Would have been an unbelievable catch there by Jalen Walker.
Good crowd on hand for this one. On the end around, not much, maybe a couple. It's going to be a big 3rd down. Little extracurricular going on out there.
Yeah, Yarber there on the carry. And that time, Cosumnes Oaks doing a good job of staying home, staying disciplined, and playing contain, and did not allow Yarber to bounce out to the outside, force him back inside. And so therein was the short gain.
And as we're now approaching the 9-minute mark, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Set up the screen. What a big hit.
Yarber trying to go up top there, been met down low and stopped there by Ituate Levy. So Levy doing a good job on the stop to bring up 4th down, and decision time here for Coach P.
Well, that's not this. You got to punt this. You're way too deep in your own territory. It doesn't look like they're going to take my advice.
As I said, decision time for Coach P.
I don't agree. Especially out of the shotgun. I don't get it. Well, maybe they're just going to try to draw him. That's what they're going to do. You can't go for it here, can you?
You know,
I'll tell you what,
high school football, you know, sometimes it takes convention and throws it out the window. And we've seen a lot of interesting things and fluky plays happen.
But yeah, no harm in trying to draw them off.
Right, yeah, no, absolutely. I think
well, I mean, but did they use a timeout? They did use a timeout. So I guess that's one problem with trying to do it.
Yeah, down to 2 here now in the 4th quarter.
So both defenses tightening the noose here in the second half. Good ball game. Joey's been here doing his best Lexi Lawless impersonation earlier. A lot of soccer games. Or is it a match?
It's a match. It's a match. You want to keep this away from Coleman.
Yeah, you'd think. But Coleman, he bumbles it all the way back down to the 30, now picks it up. Tons of Falcons down there, but he slips the seam somehow. Uh-oh. One guy to beat. Jukes back inside. He's going to go to the house. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. I think he meant to do that, right? He meant to fumble it.
Made it harder than it needed to, but able to find the seam and get it up the middle. A big return there for the touchdown by Coleman.
Unbelievable for Coleman.
There is a flag out there on the play, though, right about the Wolfpack's 30-yard line. Otherwise, that would have been about a 73-yard return.
And it's a hold. Wow. So we've seen Coleman would have had a 7th touchdown, but we've seen now that, remember they had the big the run that was down to the 1 that was negated because of a penalty. So Cosumnes Oaks kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. That's 2 penalties that probably would have led to 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, what here? They would have had 1st and goal at the 1 on the other one.
Well, I've had some turnovers, some drive-killing turnovers. That one interception there by Walker would have definitely was trying to go for the touchdown if it was just the pass was a bit deeper. But drive-killing turnovers and these penalties, if not for that, a clean game here by Wolfpack, and it'd be a completely different score.
7:48 to go, 19-14. So 70-yard touchdown run negated because of a hold. And usually, here's a run by Will Height.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, usually on a play like that, you're going to see a block in the back. I don't see too many holds on plays like that.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to call a block in the back.
On the big run, you see a block in the back. I think what happens, too, is someone gets behind or, they get behind someone and you're just trying to hold them, grab them as you're getting right past you.
Official timeout looks like. Will Height got about 8 yards on that first carry.
Yeah, I'm wondering. It looks like they're wanting to measure it, but they eyeballed it there, Ben, and giving it, saying it's a 2nd down, 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Clock's running now, 7:18 and counting. 2nd and 1. Ooh, second effort got it. It wasn't going to get it on the first try. But good second effort there by Darden, another captain. Now the captain, they choose their captains wisely. Well, they have.
They have a number of captains out there.
They got 12 of them.
Yeah, so no harm in making sure that your key guys are a captain.
And stay tuned for our PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we'll do a player of the game interview, wrap things up here. We'll be doing a game, you said next Friday, right, Joey?
Yeah, and a location to be determined, but we do have, looks like we're going to have
stuff there. Great job of penetration there by Everson, the junior.
Looks like we may have Folsom and
what are our other
Vacaville
options?
at Folsom on the docket. Well, we've got a number of options. Just not sure. I'm not the schedule maker there.
But you said Antelope was playing as well.
Antelope is hosting Buhat Colony.
Always an adventure when we go to Folsom, isn't it?
It is. Fun place
most of the time
to call a game.
Most of the time we end up on the roof, which is always fun. That's where you got to bring out your wool socks and your beanie, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like on a night like tonight here, if we were Justin Gorley, our videographer tonight, we'd be having to bundle up.
But a good ball game and a good crowd, that's for sure. Cosumnes Oaks not known as one of the powerhouses here in the section, but nice to see them have a great year, 8-2, and hosting a playoff game. Here's it. Oh, and he should the cardinal sin. You don't run until you catch it. Coleman, I think he thought he said, I've already been to the end zone on that kickoff return. I'm going back, and I think he started to count his his eggs before they hatched there.
Michael Coleman in the speed back there for the Wolfpack.
Well, that's big,
trying to take it to the house, yeah.
Because that was third down. So now CB's going to get another crack at it with 6 minutes to go. You're not going to get too many more shots, so
they're
make the most of it.
They're going to have to get something here with 6:02 remaining.
Maybe 2, maybe 3 more series. Here's a low snap. CB brings the heat, and it's a bad kick. Not a good kick at all.
Well, you let it bounce as far as you can.
Right.
But
Aaron Ross wasn't thinking on that one because, it looked like it was going to bounce more towards CB's side of the field.
Yeah, so great field position here for Christian Brothers.
Absolutely.
If they can convert a couple of first downs, get some momentum going. It could be a whole new ball game.
5:54.
It'll be interesting to see who's going to host that game because Vista Del Lago will be hosting Sacramento, and Vista Del Lago and Folsom use the same field.
Play action, run up the gut. Good way to start the drive by Noon. Picks up about 8. The play action and Yarber's such a threat back there, Joey. It looked like he had the linebackers frozen, and he just was able to find a little hole.
Yeah, Yarber's been a big factor here tonight for the Falcons.
Here's an option. Noon keeps it and has a first down. So 5:22 and counting. Clock will stop as they move the chains. Fantastic ball game here tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in here on CIF Sac-Joaquin.tv. I know I've said that a couple times, but we've had most of our games this year have been blowouts. So it's nice to see a well-coached defensive game. Both schools doing their thing here tonight. Here's 3 receivers, and they give it to Yarder. Gets by one guy. Ooh, late flag comes in. That's going to be a hold. Unfortunately for the Falcons because they had a first down with Yarber.
Yeah, and that's going to push them back 20 yards, back to the 50. But you said it, the second season brings much better football because these teams are well coached and they execute very well, and so the scores get so much tighter. Games get a lot better, and it is what the playoffs are all about.
In this case, I think both schools came out a little over anxious.
Right.
We saw with the turnovers and the penalties.
So it looked like a spot foul there.
Yeah, exactly. 1st and 17 with 5 minutes exactly left in the ball game, folks. Buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be a good ride. Noon out of the gun, trips to his left, and he's got big number 82, Jones, to his right. Looking left now, throws it into the flat, has Yarder. back to the original line of scrimmage at least, so they get a little bit of it back with Yarber.
Yeah, Yarber, good job there by Christian Brothers to set up that screen for Yarber.
4:30 to go.
Not a screen, I'm sorry, but the swing pass there for Yarber coming out of the backfield.
Maybe they get this one, maybe one more. So this is huge. 2nd and 9 at the 39, out of the gun. Blitz picked up, throw across the middle. Has this man, what a catch, what a throw. They go back to Jones. Hayden Jones, the tight end, 6'6", 235.
Oh, big Hayden Jones just diving for that one, stretched out. He's in all 6 feet, 6 inches of his frame there, Ben.
It's only the 3rd time he's been targeted. His 2nd catch, 23rd of the year. He's got a touchdown. Averages 15 yards per catch. 4 minutes to go. Noon makes a good decision. Oh, and he coughs it up, but it looked like he was down. Cosumnes Oaks going crazy. No, they're going to give him the football. Unbelievable. Falcons fans can't believe it, but it looked like he was down.
Yeah, I thought he was down too, or he was going down. But Cosumnes Oaks coming up with the football there. And unfortunately for Noon to cough it up with 3:55 to go. Still some time here, but they're going to have to hold him. Band's all fired up here, yeah.
Wow,
and again, turnovers and penalties really putting a hurting on both sides of on both teams, but costing Christian Brothers big there, perhaps.
So the Falcons need to stop in the worst way. They go back to Wilhite. Wilhite maybe a couple.
What
driving the line.
Yeah, you know what Christian Brothers is thinking there, hold them up while somebody strips the ball. But Wilhite doing a good job of hanging on to that. You just cover up with both hands and just stop your forward progress. So that way officials call you down.
Each team with 2 timeouts. Administration been very nice to us here tonight, letting us set up here in the press box. Big possession here, big down. You're going to keep it. Trying to get to the outside edge. Coming up in a big hit.
Yeah.
That was Coleman out of the Wildcat.
Yeah, it was Coleman. Coleman just sprinted for the edge there.
He took a lick. See, if he's going to be a little bit short, so he must have gone out of bounds. That's why the clock is stopped, I imagine. 3:01 left to go, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. No, it looks like the Wolfpack going to take a timeout.
Christian Brothers take
the timeout. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm mistaken. Yeah. I was looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard there. It is the Wolfpack.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes. You're correct. You are correct, sir.
We'll keep it here. Let's keep it here. So 3rd and 1, you got to figure if they get a first down, then Christian Brothers got to start thinking about maybe using their timeouts. So there's a big play here coming up because.
Well, they keep the clock moving, and Christian and Cosumnes Oaks using that going to that Noah huddle. Christian Brothers, you only have 2 timeouts left, and you want to see what you can do. Just bring some pressure, plug up these holes. But the thing is Cosumnes Oaks is so good at getting to the edge, and but I see this one, perhaps trying to draw Christian Brothers over, offsides.
Coach running off here at the last minute. Love the intensity of both these coaches. Quarterback sneak. Oh, that's close.
Wolfpack signaling first down, but we'll see what the officials say.
Of course they are. No word yet. Okay, first down. So now if you're CB, you got to think about maybe using those timeouts. You got 2 left, 2:56 left to go. You're probably only going to get one more crack at it.
Yeah, you need to get that ball back because Cosumnes Oaks can just wear you down and just run the ball. and just keep the clock moving, stay in bounds. And what you do here, if you're Cosumnes Oaks, just run everything right up the middle.
Out of the gun. Cuts back. See if Christian Brothers use their timeout here. 2:30 to go. Yeah. They will.
Yeah, Coach P. You can see Coach P going up to the sideline. Side judge there signaling for a timeout.
So we'll take a quick breather as well. 2:31 left to go. 19-14 Wolfpack on top of the Falcons. Opening round of the Sac-Joaquin playoffs right here on the PlayOn Sports Network.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game that's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Yeah, cold, brisk night here in Elk Grove, California, Ben, and good crowd has filed in here for this 5-12 matchup between Cosumnes Oaks and Christian Brothers in Division III of the Sac-Joaquin section playoffs. And it's lived up to its billing so far.
Yeah, you get good games a lot of times with the 5-12. For whatever reason, it seems to be pretty good matchups year in and year out. 2nd and 8 from the 32. Falcons looking for a stop, and they get one. And this is if you're Wolfpack. You don't want to be too conservative here.
Yeah, it brings
good
up
stop
down.
there. Look like the McFadden. Big Ben McFadden, the linebacker, coming up making the stop.
Yeah, Coleman just taking this one, trying to keep it inside. And what they're doing is they're wanting to, they run a conservative system as it is, running the ball. This time they just want to keep things inside the tackles, up the middle, so that way, just use some clock with minute 52 to go.
Big play here, 3rd and 7, trying to get away from the pressure. Steps up, throws, has his man, unreal. Look who it is, too, Van Dyke. Fitting that he would get the big play. Well, what a play there by the quarterback, too.
Great.
By Kropp.
Yeah, great play there by Kropp. Unbelievable readiness there by Van Dyke. But it's a good job by Kropp, not only to get that pass off, but to recognize the line of scrimmage, because he came very, very close. And pressure the entire way there by Christian Brothers. So Christian Brothers is going to have to think about taking another timeout here.
I think there's only so much they can do, however. It might be victory formation time, unfortunately, for Falcons fans.
Yeah.
That might have just about done it. Now they call it after about 25 seconds went off. Not sure about that decision.
Yeah,
if you're going to call it right away, right?
Well, Cosumnes Oaks took the timeout there.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So that's their final timeout. And it's strange here, though. I'm looking up at the board, and I thought both teams still had one more timeout, but now looking up at the board, it looks like Christian Brothers took their final timeout. At least that's what signaled, but that's what the board tells me. So I just go by what the board tells me.
We've learned many times not to trust that.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I mean, I think just a couple of victory formations, and this will wrap it up here for Cosumnes Oaks. Not sure exactly what Christian Brothers can do here.
Pray. Right? They're a Christian school.
Yeah.
We pray for a miracle. Who's the most famous alumni from Christian Brothers? Maybe Kevin Sutherland, PGA player?
Yeah, I don't know Kevin Sutherland's bio. I know he's from.
No, he went to Christian Brothers.
Yeah.
He won the match play, the Wyndham match play a couple years ago. Beat Tiger Woods, actually. It is victory formation time. Falcons fans going to leave disappointed, but they put up a big fight. We'll have to wait another year to get that elusive playoff victory. Cosumnes Oaks going to be moving on next week, Joey.
American Canyon.
American
They
Canyon.
will be hitting the road and going down near the Napa, in between Napa and Vallejo, American Canyon, to take on the 4th-seeded American Canyon. Their mascot escapes me here, right?
That's all right. We haven't done too many American Canyon games over the years.
I have to admit, I've never done one
Yeah.
American
I
Canyon
don't
game.
think I have either. But so a great venue too for sports out here, under the lights. It doesn't get much better than this. A good ball game. People heading to their cars, going to turn on the heater. I mean, it's going to be maybe one more. Falcons put up a big fight. Remember, they had the 7-0 lead. They came to play tonight, that's for sure. Just breaks, fumbles, just didn't go their way. They had it in the making, but that's going to do it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to the PlayOnSports.com for our post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Wolfpack defeat the Falcons on Saturday Night Football by a score of 19-14 right here on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got the post-game show coming up.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. I'm here with our player of the game, Alex Van Dyke. Had a monster game as Cosumnes Oaks wins the first round of the Sac-Joaquin playoffs, 19-14 over Christian Brothers. Coach Gomes was talking to you guys for a while. First off, congratulations on the victory. Coach Gomes was talking to you guys for a while down there. What was his message there after the game?
His message was basically about how we're still playing. That's the most important part. How everybody did their job right. Even though we had mistakes, we finished the game right.
Talk about those mistakes. You guys had a bunch of turnovers. How are you gonna? What can you do to kind of sew that up for next week?
Practice. We just gotta basically do what we gotta do it right this time, so you don't repeat the same things over and over.
Absolutely, got to feel fortunate to get the victory. I think you had 4 turnovers. Talk about the onside kick to start things off. I was a little bit surprised that you guys went for that, being that you guys were the 5 seed. You guys were playing at home. What was the thinking there on going for that onside kick early on?
I don't know. We just did what the coach told us to.
Okay. So it wasn't anything you saw or
no.
Okay. Talk about the 72-yarder you had. That was I thought your quarterback there, Kropp, did a great job of looking off that play and kind of went to you secondary. You made a couple moves and it was nothing but green field in front of you. Talk about that 72-yarder on the screen.
I just executed whatever route I had to do. He did his job, got me the ball, and I just ran.
Awesome. And then the big third down conversion here right in front of us down here at the 45. Kropp did a nice job of eluding pressure, kind of waited for you to make your move. What did you see develop on that play?
That play was just a scramble. I saw he threw it, and I reacted to it. It was unexpected for me.
Now, you're listed as a wide receiver. You look more like a tight end. What do you play both? I know you land up in the slot a couple times. What's you a wide receiver, or do you just?
I'm a true wide receiver. They may put me in there for a couple plays, but true wide receiver.
Okay, awesome. Now, do you know anything about American Canyon? Looks like that's who you guys are going to play next week. What do you know about them? Anything?
I don't know anything. I'll know more about them on Monday.
Okay, excellent. And then my last, what do you guys do? What do you do to celebrate here tonight? You guys going to go out, grab some pizza? What do you guys do to kind of take this one in?
I'm going to go home, eat some cookies, and go to sleep.
Nice. Hey, nothing better than sleep after a big victory. That's our player of the game, Alex Van Dyke. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Good luck next week.
All right, thank you.
We'll be back to wrap things up here on the PlayOnSports.com postgame show.
We can get a player up here.
Ah, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Well, I thought for a high school kid at 6'4", 210 that he's built more like a tight end, but he said he's a natural wide receiver.
Well, I think it's a breakaway. I think it's the speed there.
No,
and if you think about it, the way that receivers now, when he gets to the next level, the size of receivers, I mean, that's the Randy Moss size right there. So, absolutely, he really sees himself as a receiver. They line him up there in the slot. He does. He is big, but when you get a nice big receiver like that, they're really hard to bring down once they get the ball.
Well, it's such a big weapon to have too, because if you can run the ball early, and you got guys like that on the outside. I mean, geez, how are you going to stop that?
Yeah, no, it's really hard, tough to bring down. It was interesting listening to the coaches down there talk and really getting into their team. They really felt that they know that they probably allowed Christian Brothers to stick around a little too long, but good congratulations there, for the Wolfpack, and they move on. They're going to go ahead and play American Canyon next week.
And I really enjoyed talking to Van Dyke. I love the comment, going to go home, eat some cookies, and go to bed.
Yeah, I saw him. One of the coaches, one of the players' moms, handing out cookies for the entire team, and I tried to sneak my hand in there, but was knocked away. So did not come away with cookies.
That's awesome. So we'll be check your PlayOnSports.com. We got volleyball on Thursday, football on Friday, more volleyball on Saturday. So we're busy. This is our busy time of year, but we love it. We have a lot of fun doing it. So I want to just tell you to check out our listings. We'll be back on the air a lot in these next couple weeks. Turnover battle, they actually lost the turnover battle 5-4. They gave up the onside kick. They gave up a couple big plays, but they hung in there and they made the plays when they had to at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said that last first down was huge, and Alex, obviously coming up big for that play.
All right, I think that's any final thoughts before wrapping things up?
No, it's been here all day, so I'm all set to wrap it up here.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up for us for our post-game show on PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Saturday Night Football from Elk Grove. Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information. Our producer, Brian Hassler.
Not Kessler, smooth as silk, but Hassler.
Our videographer, Justin Gorley, and, of course, the one and only Joey Gonzalez. I'm Ben Schneider saying so long. We'll see you very soon, probably Thursday night, volleyball at UC Davis. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good night.
One match away from immortality.